Well, no trip to the Northwest would be complete without a little rain. And we've got a lot of rain falling right now at CenturyLink Field in downtown Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Seattle Seahawks. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Lady.
Check right 47. Watch the slants. Watch the
Alert.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. That'll be complete to Breida. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Forced out. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that's complete to McCaffrey. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Give him 3, 2nd down. counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
14.
Jim.
Go, guys. 4 down.
Go right here.
Good touch.
On second down, a run with Breida. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson on the tackle.
Back.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up
Hey,
third and
0.
5.
Put a 2, Jack. Over. Put a 2. Jack. Over. Mike 51. Mike 51. I don't think you got it, son.
Let's go double count right here. Double count.
Bring it, guys.
12. 12.
Don't say nothing.
On third down, a run from Breida. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Mike 51. Watch the screen.
On second down, McCaffrey. And running with power here. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's caught by his tight end, Isaac Nauta. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10.
Tight right. Everyone go.
Deep grip.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
On second down, here's Fournette. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
With the score, Seahawks 7, Saints nothing.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Hey, tight.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 30 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
As you watch that one unfold, didn't you think to yourself, just knock it down because of where he was?
Great catch, but losing yardage.
Hard to change what they are, isn't it? When they see the ball in the air, they're programmed to go get it.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Second and 14. And this is caught at the 8. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That'll put him at an even 50 receiving yards now in this first half. And it's a first down. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Go! Hey!
Second and 4. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Give him 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. 4th down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Hey, alert!
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Check.
4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic. Watch the run, go Echo.
Wilson will throw again. And he fires one, but incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even getting pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Hey, wahoo!
He'll look to throw. Looking long for Thomas. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. Thomas, the intended target.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Kill, kill, kill.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Second and 9 at the Saints 17-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Check, 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 check. Check, check.
Check, check.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Check 50, check 50. Gun, gun, gun.
Pop, 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 pop. Wahoo. Pop, pop, pop.
Gun, gun, gun.
51. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Zebra, zebra.
Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here.
6 gone. Check 6 gone.
Check 50, check 50. Tempo, tempo.
Here's Wilson to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. One play has them to the 37 here for first and 10.
Hey, Steve 6.
Back to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. of scrimmage. Again, the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey!
31's the mic. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
2nd and 10. Thomas has got it. Complete. 27 yards there. A first down.
To Michael Thomas. A gain of 27 on the play.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now a dump off here complete. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one a first down pickup of 8. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And Thomas has it. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Look at me, zipper!
2nd and 5. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Latavius Murray, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints have taken the lead. Will Lutz on for the point after. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
25.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
At the 50-yard line.
Mike 51. All day, baby, all day.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Rush in. Check 43.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
36 power.
15. At the Saints' 45-yard line.
Let's go.
Got it.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Flushed out right. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Yeah. You don't want none.
Go.
Check 4.
Front left.
Ball shot.
Good cut.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Mike 51.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Fair.
Wilson now, throwing again. They'll roll him out right. And he rifles one incomplete.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
19.
You ain't going nowhere. 47's the mic.
To throw again is Wilson. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
1st and 10
Got it.
at the 15-yard line.
Now a give coming right is Breida. He will push his way down to about the 14.
Ball carrier.
Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Okay, Brady, I see you.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Watch
At
it.
the 14-yard line.
Zebra.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go, defense.
Alert.
47. Check. 47.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Got it.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
And the Saints, first down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
49. 49. Mike, 49. Defense wins championships, baby. 49's the Mike.
Looking to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run again with Breida. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
65. Over. 7's the mic. 47's the mic. What we got?
Throwing is Wilson. He's got Lockett. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 5.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Out. Good job right there.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And it's taken in at the 9. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
Okay, ready?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Slam. Check.
He'll look to throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
60 or. Get it.
Back to throw. This is complete to Michael Thomas. A breakaway from Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
We want it. Come, hey, orbit. Go.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long
Let's go. Ready?
They will run it. It's Fournette. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequence.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Marcus Davenport in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
The receivers have been running them ragged, maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to him, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25. Call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 26-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
On the ready.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
There we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Check, 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 check. 61. Matchbox lights. Let's go.
Back to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
And two-stop.
Cut, cut, cut. Begin, begin.
22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. Buzz.
They'll look to throw here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range.
47's the mic. 47.
Gun.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Flush to his... And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Davenport in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score...
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They run with Breida, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Jackson on the tackle. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38.
Now it's Breida. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it, because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses, because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Check the backer, check the backer. Sponge. No, go.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
That's it. Big hit.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down.
For another Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Breida. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. This is Breida. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Seahawks, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.